My character, Linda, who is a young woman who is a bookworm, she is in somewhat of a love and hate relationship with one of the characters, which is Unkanyiso, played by Utapelo Mokoena, and there's a whole lot of drama happening within that.
Now, Dumisani, tell us a little bit about your character.
He comes across as a nerd, you know, as one of those, as a nerd. He's an intellectual, you know, he loves his wife. He's one of the guys that believe that, you know, you've never been in love until you actually hit that level where everyone thinks you are stupid.
Take us into the mind of an actor.
Once you understand what type of emotion the character is in, then you align it with your breathing pattern. Thereafter, you try to be as honest as you possibly can be, so that the truth of the emotion and the truth of the scene is carried right throughout.
So it all comes down to the breath. So in terms of Between Friends, do you think that it's different to what we become accustomed to with regards to other South African films?
We are tackling onto a completely different genre, which is romantic comedy, you know. It's got so many different elements that have not been yet tackled by all the other filmmakers in the industry.
South Africa?
In South Africa, of course. And so it's going to make for an interesting watch, because when people watch all the different characters, they will not only be able to relate to the characters, but also relate to everything that is happening around the situations, you know.
Between Friends was produced by Imputuzeko Skills Development and Training, which is a company that's based in Durban. It's 100% black owned, and it's a company that actually does, you know, what's its name is all about, you know, development, skills development. Lihle happens to be one of you know, graduates, you know, from the program, you know.
What would you do then to get more South Africans to go to the cinema to support local films?
We need to get over, you know, politics. We need to stop politicizing movies. We need to stop politicizing entertainment. We need to stop, in fact, you know, glamorizing poverty, glamorizing crime. Because if you look at all the other breeds of like movies that the South African filmmakers are into, it's all about crime. It's all about, you know, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but we need pure entertainment.
Nisha is, Nisha, she's a fox.
I love a man who knows what he wants and he goes and gets it.
No pretenses. She's exactly what you expect her to be, and I like that.
I want you to marry me.
More people need to just watch more films to understand that there's more to life compared to just constantly putting yourself in negative situations. People go out to watch films to entertain themselves. So the more entertainment type of films that we create, the more people will be excited to go out and watch more films.
Both of you, what are your future plans after this movie?
What are your plans?
To take over the world.
So now we're joined by director Zuko Nodada. Zuko, you've been directing drama for a number of years now. What do you think is the difference between television drama and feature films?
I always say I see drama as a novel, and I see films as a poem. You've got a short time to make your point across and you're out.
Zuko, tell us a little about your style. What are the major influences in terms of the techniques that you employ when you're directing a movie?
What works for me is what a performer can give to me, because that is the whole point of us watching movies. It's what the performer can deliver. Do
you think that South African movie makers tend to copy American styles of filmmaking, and if so, why?
I think we do most of the time. As a director, I always say when I'm preparing for a film or a drama, I hate referencing so much. And I think it's a corner we've been put in by producers, because all the time when you're going to direct a movie or a drama, they say to you, want to see references. And by references, they mean movies that they've seen, movies that have worked abroad. And I think that's what puts us in that corner. But I feel we've got a lot to reference on. We've got lives in South Africa. You can just look at a man staying down the road from you, and you've got your character.
Do you think that there's been a bit of a renaissance in African cinema? What do you think is the future of the industry?
We have a bright future in the industry. the only issue about our future and our growth for me is that the rewards don't equal I don't know, the work that we put into our craft, if you get what I mean. I think we just need to balance it financially, in terms of financial returns and what we're doing. But definitely we're moving in the right direction.
We were also fortunate enough to be invited to the premiere of this gutsy local comedy drama, and the stars were lining the red carpet in style. First screened at the Durban International Film Festival, tonight sees the cinematic release of the South African romantic comedy Between Friends right here at the Zone in Rosebank.
This is the night where you present your work. This is the night where you exhibit what you've been working on, and there's obviously critique.
Well, we were sold out at the Durban International Film Festival, so I'm expecting us to be just as sold out tonight and when the film releases.
We were very lucky in that the initial money was put in by a non-profit organization called Impusuzeko.
She said it right.
From KZN, and so that gave us the starting money, and that's always the most difficult money to get. We then got the rebate and got bits and pieces from elsewhere.
What was it like as an actor to get into the skin?
It was challenging. I mean, she plays a gold digger, and I had to find a way of playing her that wasn't the norm or the superficial gold digger. That I needed to add texture to her, so I dug within myself and I said, put yourself in a position where you've been at your lowest, where you were willing to do anything just to survive.
I'm sure people, when they watch the film, will notice that my character is very different from me. So it was a nice challenge, though, because she's very ladylike and she's got a weave and everything, and I'm more laid back.
Looking at the ensemble, we got a bit of funny, a bit of drama, a bit of cute, a bit of sweet, a bit of tears, but it's all good. It's in the name of rom-com.
It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful, and we had fun and we enjoyed each other.
We were celebrating 20 years of freedom, and we wanted to show how far we've come as a country. Hence the different story, hence love, romance and laughter.
Short time, 19 days, we shot the entire film, so Zuko is a gem.
Well, for me, it was a blessing, because as an actor, especially in this country, you get to play a lot of serious characters, especially because of our history. So this was a blessing. I had fun. I could go crazy. I could do all the things I used to do as a child.
It was not easy. I'm not going to lie to you. At one stage, I even thought that we're not going to have money to pay our DOP to do pre-production.
I think the comparison to Tyler Perry is much more about his decision that he made to show black people in much more positive situations.
Well, I wasn't in the movie. I know nothing about the movie. I saw the trailer. I'm here for one reason and one reason alone. I saw a shot of her leg in the trailer, and that's the only reason why I'm here. Did you see that part? Like there's like a 2-second shot of her leg. That's why I'm here.
If you want art, if you want deep comment on society, you're not going to get it out of this film. This film's about entertainment.
We had an amazing chemistry. We had tough times, but we pulled together.
It's light, it's relationships, it's fun, and it's an African movie. Go see it.
I'm in it. See me shine, Africa. Boom, 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 boom.